At least I see you. See, Bam! Here we are, Sunday. Football. You see, because in a few months, every Sunday or Sunday night, oh, God, Sunday night. Hey, what is your favorite, Sunday night or Monday night? I think Sunday night primetime. We're going to be playing a lot of games Sunday night primetime. Speculation on my part. Listen, the NFL wants the 49ers to do well. I can tell. We'll see by the schedule of the primetime games we're playing. We could get thrown into another spot where somebody else is doing badly. It's payback for last year when they took our little red gold butts, scratch, 49ers, you will play in the afternoon. We're putting somebody else in your spot because you're sorry. Oh, God. Anyway, fam. The headlines read the 49ers running back room is filled with top-notch talents. How is the mastermind coach Shanahan going to manage the situation? And what to expect? Oh! Fam, I mean, it just goes without saying. The 49ers have improved outrageously as far as depth is concerned in running back. And that could lead to some difficult weekly decisions for Coach Shanahan. What a nice problem to have, though, huh? Hey, when's the last time we could talk about a problem like this? We're always hoping we'll have somebody to play that's worth a damn. And now we got too many? If everyone remains healthy, it would seem there's simply not enough room in the backfield or the 46-man game day roster. For all of their backs to suit up, it's going to take, you got to remove from another spot then on the roster. I mean, what are you going to do? So, as I say, I still don't know what they're going to do. There's still a matter of is Jarek going to be full go come training camp time because of the movement skills a running back must possess. Jet faces more challenging rehab than Jimmy G, despite sustaining his ACL injury 3 weeks before G did. Still, the 49ers expect McKinnon to receive clearance near the start of training camp, which is kind of nearing now. I have a feeling, though, Jarek is already okay. We had guys that were left out of camp, some of the OTAs and things like that, just because of precautionary reasons. A lot of these guys are already healed up, but you don't want to get them out there any sooner than you need to, right? Because as you remember, Jet was a player around whom Shanahan figured to structure the offense last season. Jet's season-ending injury brought a quick end to that plan. I mean, right now. He said, Shanahan, man, he's sitting in his office. What the heck am I supposed to do? I got to rewrite everything between now and this weekend against Minnesota? I really wonder if Shanahan ever gets frustrated, Jet continues to remain a bit of a question mark because of his physical condition, but the Niners have a whole lot of depth at running back. Jerick McKinnon, Tevin Coleman, Matty B, Raheem the Dream Mostert, and Jeff Wilson's in this mix. You know that, don't you? Oh, heck yeah, he is. Listen, Wilson did a good job for us coming down the stretch. He really did. You figure Wilson faces the biggest uphill climb to win a roster spot, though, but that won't be due to any lack of skills. Wilson showed in limited time last season that the NFL game is not too big for him and is capable of playing at this level, as long as he holds on to the ball. Mrs. Wilson's baby boy was dropping the ball a lot and made some great gains and made a couple of fumbles. What was that penalty he got called for that all of us protested? I think he came back and he threw the ball at somebody. I don't know. It looked like he may have not been throwing the ball at that person, but he got an unsportsmanlike conduct. We got marched back for 15. And, of course, that took us into a situation where, Jeff! But I don't think he was really throwing at that player. Of course, because I'm a 49er fan, right? Dude rushed for 266 yards in 6 games and 2 starts with a 4.0 yard average to go along with 12 recepts for 98 yards. TC, I like to call him TC already because, TC Coleman is the odds-on favorite to be the closest thing the 49ers have to a lead back at this particular hour, right? Because TC has a history in Shanahan's system, And he was the only player among McKinnon, Breda, and Mostert to practice this offseason, so that pretty much automatically puts him in the driver's seat, right? It's difficult to envision that the 49ers will have 4 running backs in addition to fullback Kyle Juice. Can't activate all these guys for the game, fam. This is why I'm wondering. Mostert will almost certainly be one of the 3 running backs in uniform because he is the 49ers' best special teams players, right? That means one of the backs between McKinnon, Coleman, or Breda will not suit up for a regular season game. You see, these guys, can you imagine? I can't see Matty B standing on the sideline inactive. I can't imagine that. If Jared McKinnon's ready to play, I can't imagine him either. And Lord knows, Tevin Coleman undressed and not ready to roll. What are you going to do? Somebody's going to have to wait. Get it, maybe pull straws at the beginning of the game. All right, guys. Big straw. What? Big straw. Somebody's got to sit, all right, today until I work out how we can work everybody in. We may have to be changing positions soon. Pulling straws, who's going to play? Because the fact of the matter is, all of them are talented. All of them. You can say what you want to about either one of them, your favorite guy, whatever. But every last one of them dudes in Shanahan's offensive system is going to be kick butt. That's all. That's the bottom line. So, but somebody needs to sit down, though. You know, no decisions have been made right now, of course. This is a situation that can play out based on injuries and how the players look in training camp and early in the season, of course, right? But tonight, fam, let us play. Pick a back. This ought to be fun. All right, you go ahead and pick a back because everybody has a favorite all the time. You know how we like to argue and go back and forth? You know how I'm always talking about J-Dub Club? And I got about, we got like, a station wagon is all we need, or an SUV for our fan club. Of which Will has slashed the tires on our car several times in the TNT group. But pick a back night, all right? Who will be the man and give us his season-ending? Well, as a matter of fact, who will be the man? Or if you got a 2-back situation, we want to know about that too. Because more than likely, it's going to be a dual-back situation with Kyle Juszczyk. Tyler, don't call me up and tell me how to say the name. That was it. That was Juszczyk, all right? But I'm calling him Juice. But you already got Juice out there, right? So that's 3 guys. I don't see it happening. So give us his season-ending yards total, predicted average, receptions, and TDs, and make us believe that you know what you're talking about when it comes to running backs. Yes. Are we ready? Are we ready to hit the film? I tell you what, speedy battle and little Alicia. We rolling? I like that. I just found out we're having a little trouble with that tech difficulty. But listen, we'll get it tomorrow. And you know what I'm going to do, though? While we're at it, hi, Lisa. We're going to put you on tomorrow. You little... Hey, I got a letter here. This is Ronbo Sports. I have a problem. Roger Craig. I've heard people talking about Roger. They don't know if he's a running back, a fullback, or a wide receiver. The people who voted on the NFL Pro Football Hall of Fame, they can't vote for Roger Craig at this time. He says, Craig, and this is actually coming from Hawaii. It's from Stanley, from Honolulu, a big island, of course. Anyway, it goes on to say, Craig needs the Niners empire to help him to get into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He is an all-purpose running back. He's like a slippery catfish, you know. I love. Hey, Stan! Stan, you know what? I don't know of anybody, any 49er fan, even kids nowadays that don't know anything about that generation of 49ers. If you look at one clip, one highlight, look at 2, 3. Roger Craig is one of the first of his kind. Why the NFL does not want to put him in is a huge mystery. This guy's a great citizen. He never did anything wrong. He was never the tabloid king. He was never in trouble. I mean, I don't understand it. Nobody understands how Roger Craig first guy to ever get 1,000 yards gained on the ground, and didn't he win? And usually they say, well, he never went to Super Bowl. Well, he did. And receptions as well. It's hard to get just one or the other. But both? Come on, NFL. What the heck is up? So Roger Craig is getting a bad deal, and I think he's going to have to wait for another session. I don't know. Anyway, fam, let me go over here and check out what's going on here. Jordan Kelly, let's see. Hey, Jordan, what's up? Empire Strikes Back, 49ers. I'm getting called. You know, every now and then people, he says, hey, Ronbo, you're always late, but we still love you, man. Hey, fam, hey, you know what's so funny? Because every now and then you actually call it, right? Ronbo's probably still in the laboratory getting rid of some extra groceries. Every now and then. I'm regular, okay? There's a time of day when I do that, and when there's a time of day when I don't. And unfortunately, I'm that kind of rocket man. You know what I'm saying? Food goes in, processes, got. Okay, I'm sorry. John Delvin says 49ers football is coming up soon. What's up, John? Pete Gorman, what's up, Pete? And 49 Lakers 7 times 7. Tupac Shakur. What's up, Tupac? Kyle Baker says, I became a 49ers fan when they went to Super Bowl 47, and I've been a 49er fan since then. Nothing would make me happier seeing them go to this year's Super Bowl. Oh, man. Woo. It's like somebody's already been beating me up about that. Ronbo, you'll say the 49ers will make the playoffs, but you refuse to say they're going to the Super Bowl. I ain't saying they ain't going to the Super Bowl. I'm just saying I'm a little scared. I think, you know what I'm saying? I want them in the playoffs. Anything may happen there. When we get to playoffs, ain't nobody gonna be yelling louder than me about a Super Bowl. I promise you that. You know, I'm telling you, you know me. Cali Monster, Niners Empire in here. Cali Monster, I like that name. Jamel says, trust with all the running backs we have. Kyle Shanahan knows what to do with all the running backs. I believe it too. Rousseau, what's up, Ronbo Niner fam? J.D. Watsonville High School. J.D., good to see you, fam. JD sent me a note the other day, said he'd be in. Squeaky Clean. Hey, Squeaky. Jamal also says, what up, my man, brother? We are in for a hell of a treat this year. With the roster we have reminiscent of the 94 team we had, but more stacked. Actually, people don't like to use the word stacked when talking about 49ers fan, the team, but man, that team is. It is, fam. Look at every position. But you don't want to get too excited because you worry. Because last 3 years we've had a lot of trouble. Paul Salmon! Sup? Jackie in the house. Humberto Ortega. Say what's up? Humberto! Sup? And 49ers and Rockets Riders in the house. Both of them. Humberto. 49ers Rockets and Rockets Niners! G. Smith, what's good, Niner fan? We bleed gold and we see red when we see our opponents. Okie Niner, what's up, Okie Niner? What it do, fam? Thanks for the contribution, too. Hey. We look like our tech difficulties are over. Let us try again with our little Lisa and Speedy battle. Get on running. I love it. She's so adorable. And Speedy, you're adorable, too.
Ready? Niners! You're gonna knock me out. Hey, Ronbo, this ain't right. Alyssa be tripping.
Hey, are we Jerry Fresh in the house?
What's up, Niner Empire? Jerry Fresh here with Ronbo Sports. Just a reminder, go ahead and download the Ronbo Sports app from the App Store. Ronbo Sports is giving you, the fan, an opportunity to have your voice heard on the show. Whether that's a question for Ronbo, a shout out to the 49er faithful, or a suggestion for the next video, this is your chance to have your voice heard. Simply open the Ronbo Sports app, click the menu icon in the top left-hand corner to access a list of options. Scroll down to the submission tab, and voila, you're there. Once you're in submissions, go ahead and select the record a video option. From there, you record a short video, and you're all set. Remember to keep it clean, short, and sweet. Well, that's it for me. Thanks for listening to Niner Empire. I'm Jerry Fresh, and this is Ronbo Sports. Go Niners!
Jerry Fresh. Jerry's hanging out in the chat. Click his name. Get on over to his page. Jerry be doing it. He's also talking 49ers. Like we all love the Niners. The Niners. Gotta write a new song this year. I write one every year. I don't get them published though, because you know what I'm saying. Hey, Will! Sup?
Ronbo, what's up, fam?
Oh, Will, man, I'm just sitting there looking at, a while back, you heard Matty B out there talking about, Coach said he give us all something to do, And at that time, I believed what Matty B was saying. I believed the coach looked him straight in the eye and said, don't worry, man, you guys, I got something for everybody to do. So now, suddenly, you look at this situation, and Kyle, you can't suit up 39 running backs, man. You gotta have some space for some other players, man. So, I'm thinking, well, hey, but you know what though? I could be wrong, but Kyle may have this all figured out already. But fam, pick out your favorite running back tonight, man. We want to hear about who you behind. If you got two, let us know. Oh man.
Yeah, man, I got two. I believe Tevin Coleman gonna start because he's more he knows Kyle Shanahan offense back from Atlanta, and he hasn't lost a step in his offense. So I mean, McKinnon been out and Coleman been getting the most reps anyway with first team. So I think he's gonna start. I think McKinnon gonna be the second guy up though, because I believe Kyle got schemes for all four guys. So that's why I think he's going to keep all four. He's going to suit up all four because Kyle got so much, plays in his playbook. Every scheme is for a different player. So if he want to put a specific play out there that's fit for Coleman, he's going to put Coleman out there. If he got a specific play for Breida, he's going to put Breida out there. Same thing with McKinnon. If he got a specific play for McKinnon, he's going to put McKinnon out there. You know what I'm saying? He may, he may got plays where he got two guys out there at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So, with four running backs like that, man, and you already know they legit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, man, you can play games with the defense all game long. You can keep the defense on their toes, keep them guessing with all those guys, suited up out there, taking snaps, taking reps. You know what I'm saying? So I believe Coleman. I believe if Coleman's already out there, McKinnon's gonna be out there behind him. Because Kyle had this playbook set up for McKinnon because it was based off McKinnon, but he had hurt, he got hurt, so Shanahan
ruined that right away.
Go back to the drawing board. But now that he's back and he got Tevin Coleman, he about to switch it up. He about to add on more firepower. So give me
some numbers, though, Will. Give me some. Well, at the end of the season, where's Tevin going to be ranked amongst the NFL running backs? Well, how many yards is he going to lay down? How many receptions do you think he'll get for how much yards? How many TDs? Because Tev loves that. Boy, he loves that end zone. I think he was in the top 5 last year. I think even. But what's going on with that?
So I think Tevin Coleman might rack up at least 800 or 900. He may hit 1,000 because the dude. When you see him play, he's swift. He's hard to tackle. Yeah. He got great balance.
Yeah.
He can shake you too. McKinnon, I think McKinnon more. Well, it all depends on how McKinnon's knee feels. I believe McKinnon may rack up a good chunk of yards. I may about 700, 800. Breida, I think the same thing. I think it's going to be like equal. They're going to be equal under Coleman because I believe Coleman might get the most snaps. But I believe Coleman may rack up 1,000. McKinnon may rack up 800. Breida might rack up 800. Mostert, I don't know about Mostert. I believe McKinnon, Breida, and Coleman probably gonna rack up the most yardage.
We're gonna lose Wilson, aren't we? I think
so. I think so. Because Mostert good. Because you need Mostert for a special team too.
Yeah, Mostert's already in, if for no other reason but special teams. But the thing is, Wilson, man, he showed me something last year. That's a hardcore. I mean, that boy hits that hole. He's a downhill runner. He ain't that big and heavy, but boy, people be getting knocked back out the way. So he's got a lot of power.
Yeah, I know, man. If Wilson do get cut, he go to another team, he gonna ball out.
I know. He is.
Coach is gonna look at the tape and they're gonna say, "Oh man, we need a guy like that." And he gonna go to another team. He gonna get picked up real quick. But I think he's an odd man out, man. I think it's gonna be Coleman, McKenna, Breida, and most. So, and like I said, man, Kyle Shanahan gonna sue all four of them up every game, man. Because Kyle Shanahan got so many schemes for these guys. Yeah, he got so many schemes, man, for these guys, man. Why wouldn't you?
Oh, I'd love to. I'm hoping. I was just trying to figure that out. Maybe two tight ends?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, two tight ends. Yeah, man. I mean, look, man, look with the guys you got, man, the 49ers is a track team. That 49 offense is a track team. All you gotta do is put them guys out there, give them an assignment and execute it to your best ability, man. And you gonna turn up, like, for real, man. Ain't nobody gonna catch these guys on this field this year, man. I'm telling you, all the speed we got. Why wouldn't you have 4 guys suited up every game so you can confuse the defense?
Relay team. Will, I just thought about something too. You know what you can do? Now, since all those guys can receive, they're a little bit bigger weapon than actually your wide receiver is, right? Because these are dual function dudes. Right. You know what? You just suit up maybe 2. Well, you got to have at least 3 wide receivers. That's it. Because if anybody gets hurt, I can see. I think you might be. That's it. If you're going to cut back on any particular position group, it's probably the wide receivers. That
could be a possibility too. You're right, because like you say, them guys can run back and catch the ball and play,
run routes,
and put them in the slot wide out. They can do magic with that too. So that's why I say, man, this is such a good position for Kyle Shanahan. I mean, I know they gotta make tough decisions, but it's a good situation to be in because of all the talent that that you gotta let go. Because you gotta keep who you want to keep. You gotta let go who you gotta let go. But it's a good situation though. That's why I say the 49ers going to be a very unusual team, but that's in a good way.
I agree. Well, I heard a little voice in there. We got to go though, Will. We'll see you tomorrow night, all right?
All right, man. You already know what it is, man. Shout out to TNT fam. Shout out to you, Ronbo. Shout out to TNT. My player partner, Dre, Trez, Trey, Big Show, Jerry Fresh. You already know what it is. Fuck Rudy. Fuck the Rams. They lost the Super Bowl and they broke. And I'm out. Now the Empire, let's get it, man.
Like Will.
Right.
And let's see if we get some reception from Phil. He's been struggling with that of late. Phil, come in, Phil.
Hey, Ronbo.
Hey, Phil, that sounds like a solid signal, too. Hello, Phil.
Anyway, I'm in early today. So,
yeah, good. Well, Phil,
my take is McKinnon's probably going to be on the 53, not on the 46.
Yeah,
and just because of the ACL. And
hey, Phil, you think that might not be? It may not be all the way healed up enough for him to move like he
I just think they're going to be precautionary. Okay, so why take the risk when you've already got Trevor Coleman, who's a similar type back?
That's a good.
And you got Matty B, who runs the zone blocking
stretch.
as good as anybody.
God, he does a good job on that. But yeah, that's a good point.
And so then you got Huzak, who's, a fullback's a big part of Shanahan's game, so he's going to make it. Yeah. And Mostert's the special teams guy. He's going to make it.
So you got three backs out there no matter what. Yeah.
Yes. And the other thing is during the year, and we're going to be coming at teams with a fresh running back every time they touch the ball, which last year it was an impossible situation. This year, it's going to be a fresh running back, and then Kyle's going to put it on the 6, who was ever healthiest at the time.
Yeah.
And they're going to be hitting them with a fresh running back. And what situation would you rather be in? A situation like ours where we've got running backs that they get dinged up, there's going to be a guy coming in right behind him. Or someone like the Rams with Gurley, who's injured to begin with, and then they have nobody coming in behind him. So,
they have another running back. Didn't they just draft one? Or they've got a young running back. I've been reading.
Yeah, they drafted one, but he's a rookie. Come on.
Yeah, I've been reading up on it. It seems like they got two. They got another one. I forget his name, but you got to keep an eye on your enemy, right? So I've been watching both the Hawks and I read up on them all the time. And they're pretty high on that other kid too. But they like you just mentioned, Gurley's not going to be carrying the load by himself. But you're right. Is he going to be able to? They're going to start distributing the ball. They're going to have to depend on Goff's arm more. I can't wait to play the Rams. Can't wait.
But in our case, if Coleman gets dinged up, okay, you got McKinnon. True. If Brady gets dinged up, well, you got then Coleman and McKinnon. Yeah. If Mostert, I don't think he's going to get a lot of touches as far as running back goes, but he's also capable. So. Yeah, I like our situation.
But offensive line, the offensive line is going to get better too, Phil. Because this is the third year with Shanahan.
They've had another year together.
Yeah, and because Shanahan's schemes are not that easy. So now they should be pretty adept at it, and working together is going to make a difference too. I think people are going to be shockingly happy and surprised with the 49ers offensive line this year. But go ahead.
And possibly Garnett gets healthy and plays and does what he does, and then we've got a person that can back up center and everything fits. So I'm excited.
Can't wait to see Garnett line up against Aaron Donald. He's going to just look up and remember me. Last year, Donald got up and started fighting, right? He's all PO'd. I don't know what in the world he was, but I figured it had something to do with frustration. I mean, he slapped, right in front of the referee, he went ahead and slapped Joshua Garnett. Garnett, I give him all the credit in the world. You know what, Phil, you know what it's like to be slapped, right? You immediately lose your mind. You get mad as hell.
Exactly.
Exactly. Garnett stood right there. Wow. So I still hate the ref for that one, though. But yeah, I want to see Garnett.
Yeah, but that's some of the problem with Garnett, though. He's got to get a little bit more emotional and feistier to get. If he slapped persons, it'd be a brawl.
Oh man. If he slapped person, and I want to see somebody slap Richburg.
Yeah.
Richburg's in a bad mood all the time, just like Joe Staley said. The guy's an asshole. And there's another guy you don't want to slap. The dude, what's that guy in the Eagles, the one that bashed his eye? I think Joe must have thought that was an accident. As there's another guy that is an enforcer, has been for years with the 49ers. So, these are the kind of things that Garnett, he's got to show us a little more testosterone out there. But we'll see.
It really is weird that I want to mention is that why does the NFL have a 46-man suit roster and a 53-man roster? You're getting those guys. Why not just? And they're so serious about injuries. What? The reason why the guys out there playing again when they're injured,
right,
is because the rosters are so thin.
They need expanded rosters, number one.
Well, why don't they let 53 suit up at least? Because you're paying those guys anyway.
53 suit up, and let's go ahead and let's expand the rosters. There needs to be more than 53 guys on the roster. It's like, if they're going to expand how many games, because they're talking about that, right? They're talking about adding a couple more games, right? So that means I need more players, all right? If we're going to go a couple of weeks extra, then let's go ahead and expand this rosters to 60 NFL, and we can suit up 56 or so. And
then the Players Association would probably go for it because they get more players in the union.
In the NFL,
so,
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I need guaranteed money.
But anyway, as a season ticket holder, I'm all for getting rid of those preseason games.
Yeah. Though, Phil, I got to tell you, just 2 preseason games maybe. They need a little bit of a dry run before we get serious. Just maybe.
Oh, absolutely. And 2 would be fine.
Yeah. Because anybody gets hurt in preseason, it's really, waste. So, yeah. All right. Phil,
but anyway, I think, as far as going from the 46 to the 53, you're going to see probably a quarterback. If we keep 3 quarterbacks, definitely not going to have one of those guys. And then you're going to see wide receivers, maybe 1 or 2 on the 53, but not the 46. And then you're going to see some defensive linemen, I think, because we're so deep that some of those guys might be sitting out.
Because you're right. It depends on how many linemen they keep in the first place, but that's why we're all kind of. Some of us will go ahead and admit that this team is just filled to the rim with good young talents. But they got to go out there and make a statement this year that says the 49ers are back. And then from next year on, it's about one of the most feared teams this year to play will be the San Francisco 49ers, as some of the youngsters have grown up now and established themselves as forces around that lineup. And the 49ers are picked to go to the playoffs this year, maybe not only the playoffs, but to go to the Super Bowl and meet the Cleveland Browns. I can already see this coming. Baker Mayfield is talking more trash. Man, he had to pay that debt off.
Hey, where's the Super Bowl at this year?
Oh, yeah. Seems like I just chat.
Not to be preemptive, but I've got to make plans.
Yeah, we'll get ready. Next year it's going to be in L.A. But hey, Phil, we got to go. We ran out of time here. I'm going to see you tomorrow, okay?
All right.
Well, good night, Phil.
Later.
Yeah. And we roll on over now to Linwood. Linwood.
I'm here, Ronbo.
Linwood, man, we're sitting here enjoying a luxury we've not enjoyed. Linwood, I'm trying to remember the last time we had an abundance on the defensive line. We're going to have to wonder what we're going to do with all those great players we got there. We've got the running back room is just ridiculous. And, I don't know. I'm trying to think of this team cannot fail, Linwood. That's too much talent. You know what I mean? See, even though people try to get you to tone it down, pump the brake, Ronbo, pump the brake, man. You're getting too carried away, man. You do this every year. Hey! I didn't have the same thing every year. Last year it was I had a good team and we thought we were gonna go somewhere, but it got wiped out.
Oh yeah.
The year before that, it was a prayer. Okay. I had Hoyer as my starting quarterback, understand. But he looked good in preseason. Hoyer will never fool another man again. But Linwood, that's our problem.
Does he even still play? Is he even on a team?
Yeah, he's over there. He's carrying Tom Brady's bag and TB12 formulas.
Is he still? Is he still doing that?
Yeah, he's doing it. You know, he should do it.
I
should
thought
get
he was helping. I thought he was helping the TNT Connections grandparents to the airport. I didn't know. I was just checking.
Hoyer's only trying to feed Tom tomatoes so he could get in the game. Because I don't know, tomatoes must have some kind of weird effect on Tom because he avoids them like the plague. So, but anyway, hey, 4 running backs, Linwood. Who's your favorite?
Oh, we have more than 4.
Well, we got 6, to be honest, as I know. I know
Yeah,
we got Jeff Wilson at 5.
got-
There's one more, too.
Yes, I know.
Well, you got
Nobody's
7.
talked about now.
If you want to go ahead and have Hurd run the ball a little bit, he can run.
See, that's the key right there, Ronbo.
I knew you. Oh!
That's why Jeff's expendable.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
right?
he's the downhill runner. That's why he's going to be expendable because we need help on the wide receiver core. So, and he's a dual threat.
Yeah.
So that's why Jeff, in my book, would be the one that needs to be counting his stars that he's still sitting there.
And just don't go the Hawks, please, Jeff. Come on.
Yeah. So, and then when it comes down to the Jets, well, my thoughts on this are nobody's seen him. And Kyle still kept him. And he knows what he gets with Coleman.
Yeah.
And he saw what he got with Breda.
Mm-hmm.
But he still has the Jet, number 1. In my book, that means that the Jet was better than all of the above in Kyle Shanahan's mind. Because he saw him work
good
extensively.
Point, Linwood. Because he went and got
He saw
Jet
him, exactly. He saw him work extensively for them, and he built the offense around and behind him, and then he wanted a backup. If my money would be on the Jets, then Coleman, then Breda, and then Hurd as a wide receiver to fill in goal line rushes with big body downhill, this and that, leap over stuff at 6'4", 6'5". That would be my bet.
Man, you take a 6'4" guy like Hurd, take a knee to the helmet, concussion protocol, get him to the blue tent. Bam! Oh
no, it's kind of hard to take a knee to the head to you're 6'4".
I don't. No. I'm talking about him leaping over the goal line, and some safety or something comes charging in, and there's Hurd dropping a knee as he goes up. The dude's coming in low. You're
talking about for the defender. Yeah.
Would you ever get hit in the head with a knee or anything, like an elbow or something, with a helmet on?
Dude, I used to play football all my life, with pads or no pads. Now, I got tackled into the monkey bars many a days.
Oh, I never had that pain.
Steel pipe to the head.
But that ringing noise with the helmet, because when it hits so hard, the padding can't absorb it, and you hear that, and then you hear that.
Yeah, and you hear the dong, and you're laying there on the ground. And the other thing, you put your hand on your chest, and you go, "I pledge allegiance to the flag." You don't even know where you're at.
And you can hear people
like,
faintly,
time out,
dudes
time
laughing. God, man. But yeah, so you're taking Jerick McKinnon as your.
I'm gonna take the Jet. Here's the thing: everybody's hurt still, right?
Yeah.
Coleman's the first pick in my mind because he's the only one healthy per se.
Yeah, right.
Mostert's definitely going to be in there as a special teams ace. He's got gunner.
So you got two guys on the. You got pinch potential.
Yeah,
he can switch over if need him. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's going to be the gunner. He's special teams. He'll be in there as backup role for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But he's the gunner. He's going to be like laying people out. He's going to be giving people concussions.
And with the punter we got now
and turnovers.
Oh,
that's what I mean. With the hang time, the late that the young man's got. Whew. Yeah, so Mostert's going to be a major gunner. Backup role need be. He's there, and he's proven that he can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Jets and Coleman would be my picks.
All right, there you go.
And Juice is always going to be in there.
And Juice, that's
plays, full blocking, this, that, and the third.
He has to be on the field. That's right. He's going to be out there all the time. So you got 3 guys, and you got as you mentioned, you got Mostert over there standing by in case he's needed. So we're just really healthy this year at running back position. And what are the odds of losing all of them? We've lost them all. Hey, how about our first year under this regime? Did we lose all our running? No, we had Carlos Hyde and Matty B for that
We went
whole
through
year.
most of them last year. That's why we brought in. We went
Jeff
through them
Wilson.
all last year. So
Going
we
through that.
remember we brought in whatchamacallit from the Redskins.
Oh, right? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We went through them all last year.
Yeah, what is his name? Anyway, yeah, I agree. Let's not have that happen this year. I really don't want to see this team decimated by injury. We're going to lose, Lynn, we're going to lose a couple of guys. It's inevitable. It happens every year. I just hope it's not for the entire season. Maybe a game or two, but no, come on, man. Nobody needs to leave
Tweak
for
a
the
muscle
entire
here and
season.
there, and that's it. Yeah. So I think we're going to be good, Ronbo.
Hey,
I think
nice.
Kyle's setting it up. Better defense. And it's going to be a wham-bam offense. Quick play, quick play, quick play, quick play. 2, 3 yards, 5 yards, 5 yards, 6 yards, 5 yards, 6 yards. Quick hurry-up offense type deal.
Yeah, they're right. You can
Bang,
do that
bang with the
these days.
running backs. Bang, bang with the running backs. Big splash play in here and there to jack everybody up there. They have no idea who to cover, when to cover, and what they're doing on the defense side.
Yeah. Well, Linwood.
This could be very interesting.
I love the plan, man. Linwood, I'll tell you what, we'll be back tomorrow night. Looking for you, fam. And sweet dreams, red and gold. Tell wifey the Cowboys are going nowhere.
She's sitting right behind me eating her salad. And yeah, we just got back home today from Maryland. We went and visited the fam. They're Redskins fans, so we were trying to schedule it up so that we got to go see the 49ers whoop that ass in Washington.
It's too bad Ruben's not going to be there. If they were over there, if they were only getting excited about the fact
That'd
that
even be
Ruben
better.
Foster was on the team, that'd be hilarious. Oh man,
Oh, my stars. Yes, it would.
I can't.
But
I
yeah,
can't
so
make
thank
it.
you, Ronbo, for having me in there. And hit those likes, fam. Hit those likes.
Thanks, Linwood.
Knights of the Empire.
Yeah.
TNT, give you a shout out, TNT, Trey, and all y'all, Donna Bell, and all the people who are Kenny, you need to come up with another slogan. 13-3 last year. Give us another
I
one,
know,
brother.
right? Yeah, we got it for you. Go ahead, and give us 14 now.
Right?
Hey,
I'll be on that. I'll be on that one.
boy, don't let us win 14.
Night,
I'll be
fam.
excited to see
Night,
it.
Ronbo Sports. And once again, thank you for having me on.
Thanks, Linwood, and thanks for coming in too. Have a good night, Linwood.
Likewise.
Hey. And I see Michael Upshur. Today is my wife's birthday. Please, pretty please, sing happy birthday to her as special. That is birthday song. Her name, Renee. He takes a sip of his magic juice. Red and gold juice. I'm gonna come up with red and gold. What? Red and gold. It ain't cold. No, okay. Anyway, for Renee. Happy birthday, Renee. Happy 90th birthday, Renee. Happy. Niners birthday to Renee. Renee, happy birthday. Almost crazy today. Yes. And Dolomite. I haven't seen Dolomite. I ain't seen Dolomite and Petey Wheatstraw. Way down in the jungle deep. The lion stepped on the signifying monkey's feet. Anyway, Dolomite says, "Sup, faithful, my Niners and Lakers are winning it all this year." Wait a minute, I got Dolomite mixed up with Dolomite, didn't I? Okay. And Antoine, yeah! Alicia! Isaac Page says, "I want to hear your take on the idiot Adam Rank having to score 3-13 this year. I mean, the practice squad won more games last year." You know, Isaac, we went over this like crazy Friday. Like I said, nobody should get upset with Adam Rank. Adam Rank is the NFL, and I'm serious when I say this, the NFL Network comedian. You've seen some of the things he does for fantasy. And when the other guys are being serious, try to predict the who to take and who to add to your fantasy team and all that other stuff. And Adams, they've got him some kind of a blue screen with all kind of strange things going on and everything. I mean, Adam comes on dressed in all these weird guises and things. I mean, you can't take Adam seriously. Somebody put it in good perspective the other day and said, you know what? When he came in there, he wasn't prepared. And before he knew it, he had the 49ers losing all those games. And they probably gave him a ribbon about that later. Adam, you had the 49ers get swept by pretty much everybody. You only gave him 3-13. Because he looks back and he counts. 3-13, I just don't. He said something about he doesn't think it's something. He said something about Jimmy G, right? So, Adam is, don't get mad, man, because the dude, he'll have you laughing next time you see him. He makes me laugh every now and then. I'm still going to look at him as a comedian. But that was not funny. I agree. Tammy McDaniel, Mostert is a beast. Damn you, boy! I'm telling you, we ain't got all those running backs are bad. Donna Bell is good, old girl. Yeah. And something my guy says, the Empire. How are we feeling tonight? Dun, 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 dun. We are the Empire. Never referred to us as a nation. We defeat nations and make them our slaves, and they too become a part of the Empire. Dun, 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 dun. James, go in, James.
What's happening, man? How you doing?
Oh, James, man, we're trying to figure out with all this. Kyle ain't gonna have all them running backs running around there and getting paid and ain't doing no work. So you figure that Matty B, if he told Matt Brady that, you know what he told him a while back about, I want to use all you guys, don't worry about it. He wasn't lying. He means it. So, but what I want to know, James, who's your running back? Because I know it ain't Mostert. So between the other three, who's going to be your guy? And give us some prediction on what you expect from him.
Well, I'll tell you, being totally honest, I think that Coleman's going to be the starter. And I'll tell you why I believe that, because they say wherever there's smoke, there's fire. And I keep hearing the rumblings about Jerick McKinnon. Now, it's being said that, he may need a little more time. And they didn't expect to have Coleman become a free agent from the Falcons, and they snatched him up. And the thing about it, under Bobby Turner, with Kyle, they drafted him in Atlanta in 2015. He fumbled in the first two games that he played in. I think one was against the Bengals, and I believe, I'm not 100% sure if the other one was the Raiders. I know it was the first two games he played in the season. I could be wrong about those games, but he fumbled twice in both of those games. Devin Coleman did. Fumbled twice. That was 2015. He hasn't fumbled since then, Ronbo.
Bobby Turner don't be playing with people.
Listen what I'm telling you. Devin Coleman has not fumbled the ball since 2015, man. Mm-hmm. When they first drafted him. He fumbled in two games. The very first two games he played as a Falcon, and he hasn't fumbled since. And I hope that same tradition can carry over with him while he's a Niner. But I think he's the front runner. And you had a caller that called in earlier, and he made a good point when he said, that Kyle has got a different set of running backs right now with similar style, and they could be used so differently in games, which is true. But I mean, I could actually see him with the offense that he's putting together, and knowing that Coleman knows the playbook in and out, because he was with Kyle longer than Matt Breida's going into his third year now, and at the same time, Jerick McKinnon was brought in from the Vikings. So with those three, I think it's going to be, you're going to see some awesome football being played by running backs, to whereas once defenses start biting into us changing running backs in and out in the game and playing two running backs in certain plays and motioning one, and the defense gets bought into, okay, this back is going to either catch a smoke screen in the flat or a bubble screen. And that's part of the process of Kyle Shanahan wanting you to take that bait and continue to know that he is killing you with those running backs. And when you commit to those running backs on a play, now
Play
Debo,
action.
Marquise, or Dante is wide open running downfield, or even Kendrick Bourne for that matter, and Kendrick Bourne and possibly Marquise Goodwin at the same time. And then George Kittle is basically left alone, just running a complete slant pattern across the field with the defense biting into the running back. See,
Don't forget about Juice.
This is part of the scheme. Yeah, of course. And then, with Kyle Juszczyk, I mean, it's a lot of offense. But I tell you one thing, I think they're at such a great situation where you have to compromise and sacrifice someone that there may be some players that we least expected to get released that we had no idea. And even though they might have signed another year contract, but at the end of the day, I tell you, when it comes to that running back situation, I can pretty much tell you now, Bobby Turner carries a lot of weight in making that decision on them final running backs.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And
I'll probably ask him first.
I got a feeling, I'm telling you right now, if he says, Bobby, I want your honest opinion on who you think should stay and who you really want as a project. Well, we got Raheem and we got Jeffrey. Jeff, I can coach that little fumbling up out of him. I've did that before. Just look at Tevin. He's on the roster right now. We know he ain't going nowhere. But at the same time, between Jeffrey and Raheem, Raheem especially, he's basically a special teams player, but I don't know about letting Jeffrey Wilson go. And I'm telling you, it's just if he doesn't make the roster, I guarantee you before the roster comes out, Jeffrey Wilson will be put on the IR, because if they IR him, no other teams can come scoop him up off the practice squad. Yeah. So they could IR him with a little nicked up injury, nothing major, and there's nothing teams can do about it because he already signed a contract with him last year. So,
I just realized, does that affect the 53-man roster, though? Can you have, how many people can you have in the IR beyond? I've just never thought about that. I don't know,
but it's 10. It's some of these players, like prime example, Poindexter, and maybe even Austin Waters. Waiters.
There's another running back. That's the guy I was trying to think about. Good running back.
Austin Waiters. Yeah.
Good
now,
hands.
You see, there's a possibility that 5 or 6 of these guys are going to go into the team's developmental program of players. And other teams can't touch them when they're in that program. But now, once you elevate them, I believe, to your active practice squad, then it's a matter of time. You either got to sign them or, you got to, I'm not sure.
Or allow them to get picked off. Yeah.
Right. That, I don't know exactly how that goes, but I know that it's more than just the 53-man. And on, game day, they do only dress 46.
Yeah.
So that's going to be, somewhere or another, maybe some games Kyle may not list extra running back and put another receiver on the field.
It's going to be fun to watch them manipulate that roster. James, we got to stop, though.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, man.
Looking forward to hearing from you tomorrow night.
All right, man. By the grace of God, if I'm still here, hopefully your show is still here and you're still here, and everybody in the Empire, everybody that even ain't, just fans, period, people in general.
There you go. James, spread the love everywhere.
Man, yeah, man. Love what you do, Ronbo. Thank you for the platform you provide. And this thing is real this year with this this Niner team right now. I mean, we're ready. We're ready. You know,
guns now.
It's we're evolving and we're ready to arrive, and that's a great thing. And it's a beautiful blessing. But anyway, Niner Empire, Niner for life. Have a great evening. Thank you for what you do, Ronbo, and have a great evening.
You too, James. Have a good night.
All right, man.
Yeah.
You too. Take care. Man,
James. 49 Lakers. Thanks, fam. And what up to you, too? Sitting back here watching the days slide on by. You know, we're in the 70s already as far as getting to the main, the first game, the first week of the NFL season. 70s already. That's only 2 months, fam. Yes. Oh. Can't wait till training camp. August is less than that, though. You know what I'm saying? Preseason games, because I love looking at them rookies trying to make that team. Let's go up here and check out Will Hernandez. Hey, is there somebody, there's an offensive lineman, isn't that his name, Will Hernandez? Sup, Will? Fluffy Hernandez, I had a great day at the Puerto Rican Day Parade, and now I get to hear the best. Fluffy, you're too cool, man. Thanks. And Quentin Hunter says, hey, Big Rubber, I hope all is well. 14-2 because our D is the truth. Give me 14-2 because 14-2 because other teams ain't gonna wait. 14-2 other teams won't know what to do. We got Jimmy G, and that's all we need. Let's see. Jimmy G, that's all we need. I got to work on this tonight. I got to come up with this by tomorrow. Of course, you got to give more praise. You know, one thing we got to be careful about doing, don't be just, and I fall into it all the time too, but don't be just making this team about G. This team is about, we got a bunch of G's, actually. So, you know, hey, Debbie Ryan, what's up, Debs? Well, we're another Sunday closer to the 49er football fam. Yes. JMJP. What up, fam? Salute. We ain't playing no games this season. No. See, because we're still subjected to people saying, man, come on, man. We're talking about a team that just won 4 games. We know how many games we won last year. We know how come we won 4 games last year. Doesn't mean we have to be a 4-game. What do you expect, 5 wins this year? Hey, Celestial Scripture says McKinnon's going to have to ball out this year to justify that salary. And imagine they'll give him a good look and put him in many positions to succeed. Coleman is a steal for his salary. That's true. But Linwood did bring up a point that, see, we never have seen what Jet looks like with Kyle Shanahan. Now, I do remember last year, Jet was out there embarrassing the defense. I know. Every time I say that, Ronbo, man, everybody embarrassed the defense last year, man. There was people, the name wasn't Jet, was embarrassing. I know. But what I do remember is it was daily, and it was usually bad, and it was all the way to the house. See, here's the thing. Kyle has got sense enough to know if you put Jet McKinnon out in space, somebody's going to suffer. So I got a feeling Jet with that, he's got a little bit, Tevin's fast, but he can't maneuver like Jet. And I figured the reason Kyle went and got Jet is because he thought he saw something similar to what he had in Coleman, but a little bit more Demetrius D.
Ronbo, going on, man?
D, we talking about that healthy running back room we got. D, it's so bad. If they order pizza during a meeting, they got to order like 4 or 5 pizzas for all them dudes in that room, man. You know, that's a lot of muscle in there, man.
They ready to eat. They ready to eat, Ronbo. That's all. That's all it is, man. That's what it's about. They got a room full of them, man.
Yes.
They got a room full of them.
Man, who's your favorite?
I mean, I got my favorite. I heard a couple of callers say it, like I was thinking the same way. Like you start this guy, not McKinnon, the other one. Coleman. You start Coleman. You start Coleman.
Call him TC. I like that for him. I've always wanted to have somebody on the team we call TC.
Yeah, I do like this guy too, but he's like McKinnon, but you got to watch out with that knee injury. So you got to be careful
Yeah, you don't know what
of
he's gonna
that.
be
So
like.
that's why I think that's why I think they picked up Coleman, like they said earlier, like James said. But yeah, I think it's gonna be Coleman, then McKinnon, and then you'll slide Brady in. But if not Coleman, excuse me. If McKinnon is not ready, you slide Brady back in because he's coming off an injury too. And then if
His upper
that's not
body,
working
though.
out, yeah. But if that's not working out, if that's tweaking, you slide other one up in there, the third running back. I forget his
Mostert.
name.
Yeah.
Mostert, yes. And then if that's not working out because he's coming off that arm injury, so we don't know how that's
Oh,
going to fold out.
yeah. Well, you know
And
what?
then
Everybody's supposed to be cleared
I hope so,
toward the end of next
Ronbo.
month.
I'm being optimistic, but I'm not looking at it in a bad way, but I'm just thinking about all these they got injuries, so God forbid. I just pray and hope everybody stays healthy to that
Yeah.
aspect. But I'm just looking at the big
That's a good
picture.
deal.
But I'm just saying they got enough. They got enough in the room as far as talent go, but and then if I'm just speaking as far as if God forbid if anybody gets injured or nicked up one game or two like you were talking about earlier, but
It's a rough
they got
deal.
enough in the room. But I think it's a dark horse in the room though. I think Wilson got to watch out though.
Mm-hmm.
I really do, Rambo. I got my eye on
I know
Austin
that.
Walter, man,
I like that dude.
the guy from
Him too.
Rice University.
Good
You
hands,
know who he
quickness.
remind me of? Oh man, who he remind me of? This guy that played for Minnesota, Percy Harvin.
Oh,
That's
hey,
that's who he
Percy.
remind me of. He's like a
Did Percy
two-way
play with the
player because he
Vikings
played
too?
running. He sure did. And to answer James' question too, it was the Vikings that Coleman had that fumble on too, man. Yeah,
Oh
it
yeah,
was the Vikings.
yeah. Because I don't
Well,
remember Coleman. I don't even remember. The only time I remember Coleman because Devontae Freeman was the star of the team, right? Devontae was just
yes,
tearing the
sir.
league up, and Tevin was his ace, his backup dude, right? And he had all the speed. Give him that ball, he just. So.
Yep, inside the 20, inside the 10. He was a power back, but he had that speed and he could get out there and catch it in the flat.
And
Catch a little streak route. Yeah, that kid is good, man. So I think we're in good hands, though, Ronbo. I think we ain't got too much to worry about. I think it's more or less the other teams got to worry about us because we tearing shit up.
And for no
We
other reason
tearing shit
besides
up.
Shanahan putting them speedy dudes in position to make plays. See, that's the essence of Kyle Shanahan. What people don't understand when they say the 49ers is ready to go, it ain't just about the personnel. It has never been.
Yeah.
Once Kyle Shanahan
Yeah.
puts his signature on a team, you got a lot of problems. Your defense is going to get hurt. If Belichick couldn't stop the Falcons, who can? Who can, Demetrius?
He was whooping their ass in that first half. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to tell you, man, you think he ain't learning Bill from that? Man, look, that guy, man, he's a genius, man. I'm trying to tell you, Rambo. Like I said before, man, his dad, he got over damn near 35 years. Just,
I know, right?
however, how old is Kyle Shanahan? Like 41, 42?
No, he's not. I think he's 37, 38. I
That
don't
was
think he's 40
man, look,
just yet.
That's right out the semen, man. He's damn football genius. His damn dad as a coach got, I don't mean to be graphic with my language, but shoot. Man, look, he got shot in there, man, as a football genius, man.
Yeah, I
So
know.
you got to think about it.
It's in the DNA.
All these years, hey, man, I'm trying to tell you, Rumble. It's just, our time is here. It's here. You know what I mean? This is a long time coming. You know what I mean? But watch out, man. And 14-2, what the hell are NFL gonna do? That's how I'm feeling. You dig? Because we coming, Ronbo.
Oh, there it is.
You
14-2. What the hell NFL gonna do? I like that.
You dig, Ronbo?
Oh.
You dig? Let it go, man.
Kenny's gotta like that one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But Ronbo, we about to tear shit up this year, man. Look. It's all good, Ronbo.
And here's the thing. We're looking at the offense, Demetrius, but that defense is straight up scary. I'm telling you, man. You can talk about both sides of the ball now. Wow, look at this. It's like Christmas.
You know what I want to call our defense, Ronbo? You know what I want to call them? Because you know how the banks got the vote, where they got the money at and all of that?
Yeah.
Man, we the vote, man. You can't, man. We gonna have shit on lock this year, Ronbo, man. The vote, man. We coming, man. We locking shit down, man. It's about to go down, Ronbo. I can't wait for preseason. I just can't wait, man.
And can you wait? Demetrius, about week 6 or 7, because everybody's behind in the back of everybody's mind. Since we've seen things go wrong so many times in a row, you still have that in the back of your head. Things could go wrong, not necessarily with the team, but the players dropping, And then getting to week 6, 7, we look at the next opponent. You can mark that as a win right now. I can't wait to get back to that position.
Yes, sir. All jokes aside, though, I know I ain't got much time, Ronbo. It's just that, I don't understand how, the NFL, they ain't giving us our respect we deserve, man. We put it down 5 Super Bowls, man. We got the most, I ain't gonna say the most Hall of Famers, but, we a dynasty, man. They got to put respect on our name, man. It's real, man. They got to, it's crazy. I don't understand it, man, how, Roger Craig getting jerked. Come on, man. I don't understand that, man.
So strange. He should have been in
man, Dwight Clark turning in his grave, man. Dwight Clark
ago.
turning in his grave right now.
Yeah, well, it makes sense. I mean, God.
It's crazy, man.
Anyway, I'm
he gonna get his just due, though.
Yeah, they got to get him in there, though. Somebody's got to say something. And if they vote on this every year, who is it that's not voting? But yes, that's just crazy.
Yeah, as long as he's in the 49er Hall of Fame, that's all that matters to me.
Yeah, we got that ring. And they're going to put him in the ring because Jed's already said, I'm not retiring anymore in uniforms. It's gotten to the point now we don't have enough jerseys to hand out. It's great. We have a lot of great players, but I'm done. I'm done retiring jerseys. We're going to have a ring of fame. Hey, Jed.
Straight up, man.
Jed's talking about unretiring some numbers. It ain't going to be Roger.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, it's not going to be Jerry or Joe or Steve. Those names. Those
probably the old school players.
Yeah. So
that.
We'll see.
All right, Ronbo, man. That's what's up, Ronbo. But I hope he get his just due though. But long as he in the 49er Hall of Fame, that's all that matters to me,
man. And he is, man. Fam, I see tomorrow, Demetrius.
Yes, sir. Hold on, Ronbo, 1 second. Yes, sir. That's my little boy, man. Yes, sir.
It's a little D. All right.
Yes, sir.
He did a good job on that,
Ronbo. Yes, sir. All right, Ronbo, man. Have a good weekend, man. Have a good week. I'll see you tomorrow, bro.
All right, fam. Be looking for you, too. Night.
All right, yes, sir.
And it is Daniel, SF49ers fan 5249. Check it in. 14-2 because we just got better than you. 14 is insane. We have to be just really. There's already talk about Drew Brees finally, because how football players do, especially quarterbacks, when they get around 40-ish, they don't fade, they drop. Everybody's been waiting for Tom Brady to drop for how long? Drew Brees is still, the man is going to be dangerous. Fam, if the 49ers beat the Saints, there's a good indication as to how well they will do this year. That is a litmus test. And in that, boy, just down the road from the French Quarter, where they're saying things like, boy, y'all come to New Orleans and look for a good ass whooping. We don't play that down here. So, if you get in and out of there with a win, you did something. Because you remember how it was when we was at our best? No, we took a man. It was always a war in that place, even with Harbaugh's teams. Man. Isaac Page says, I think the first few games will run more than pass to get McKinnon and Jimmy G back in football shape after not playing. So that's a good observation. But at the same time, you don't want to overdo it with McKinnon. And you want to get that run game established and going so we can get into play action, because I don't want Jimmy standing up under center like we watched Nick Mullins last year stand up under center under snap. I said, Kyle, where's the rollouts, man, and the bootlegs? Come on, man. God. And that will be back, because that's signature Shanahan football. I want to see the running backs mess up, like we just talked a little while ago. The running backs mess that defense up so bad that they got to commit. They cannot stand back And wait. Well, Kyle will run that ball all the way down the field on that. He will, too. So now, corners and safeties. Oh, God, I knew it. There he goes, Marquise Goodwin. Because he got a step on you. That's all you know he needed. Oh, hey, and Tammy McDaniel says Coleman is going to be number one running back. Look what Coleman did in Atlanta with Kyle. Yep. Damn it, that's a good reason, too. Jamal says, hey, give my brother Rafe a shout-out, even though he's a Colts fan. He just celebrated his anniversary. Rafe! Sup? Don't we play the Colts this year? I think we do. Sup, my guy? Says, hey, we could go thin on tight ends since Juice and Hurd could work into some of those roles. True. And maybe we take an extra running back or wide receiver. You know, tight ends, they are going to be the group that gets worked and sat down more than any other group. Because you got too much versatility, and a wide receiver might be sitting down that doesn't want to sit down too. Because like I say, McKinnon and both Jet and Tevin Coleman can line up on the outside. McKinnon is definitely in the slot. I've seen him abuse people in the slot before. So it's going to be interesting to see. Trent Taylor? No. Make Trent sit down? Trent could be the guy. We don't know yet. We got to wait to see who they pick up. Then we can better get an idea as who's going to be what. Hey, Dre. Come on in, Dre.
Sounds real cute and cuddly in here, Ronbo.
He's adopted the phrase already.
Yeah, we got it. You know, like my guy Trey says, you know, you got to take your feelings and emotions out of it. It's not about who earns it and all of this whole shit. Man, you got to look at production over the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Must I say this again, Ronbo? Kevin Coleman is one out of 5 NFL players to have 8 or more touchdowns for 3 total seasons. Over the last 3 seasons, there's only 4 other guys who've done it besides for him, Ronbo.
He's a bad dude.
There's only 4 more, Ronbo. I mean, this guy had 800 rushing yards with a 4.8 yard average. I mean, 4 touchdowns rushing, and then 400 yards receiving and five touchdowns receiving. He averaged 8.6 per reception.
It's been busy. Been real busy.
Rombo. I love Breida, and I love Jet, but we're talking about a guy who didn't even fucking play last season. Let's be real, Rombo. Let's be real.
And they paid him less money than everybody. Well, except for Matty B, who's still on a rookie contract.
Yeah, man. 2 years, $10 million, man. So I gotta go with Tevin, man. I gotta go with Tevin.
Now, can he keep up the 4 TDs and all that stuff? I mean, what are you looking for this year out of him?
I think he does the same thing. I think he's a perennial, 700 to 800 yard rushing, 300 to 400 yard receiving, over 8 touchdowns.
Yes.
I mean, he's just that guy, and he's not just he's not just a package guy. He's a 3-down back. When Devontae went out, this guy was, getting the ball 3 or 4 down. So, you know what I'm saying? He's not just that guy who runs outside the tackles. This dude will run your ass over.
Mm-hmm.
Tevin Coleman will run your ass over. And jump over you. He will hurdle you, run your ass over, and get somewhere and get a touchdown. You know what I mean? I'm a dude that looks at production, and not just production for 1 year. I'm talking about production that lasts over a 3-4 year span. And this guy is a go-getter. He's been doing it since he's been in the league.
And has Tevin ever been injured any length of time?
No, not once.
That's durability. And he's been in the league for a while now.
Yes, not once. This is his 4th year. No serious injuries. Never been knocked out. Haven't sat out a game. Nope. So that's not Tevin's MO. You know what I mean? So that's another thing. We don't have many of those guys. I think last year, I think we probably had 3 guys who did not get knocked out from injury, who were starters, and that was.
You know what that tells me? if Tevin gets hurt this year, it is definitely time to move the hell up out of Levi Stadium. I've been thinking it's been that stadium.
I'm not
going to
blame it on the stadium, Ronbo. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. This is a $1 billion stadium, the most technologically advanced stadium in the league. Let's not do that.
We need to build another one.
Kill for $1 billion stadium, Ronbo.
I want to build another one right down where Candlestick used to be.
Let's not talk. Candlestick, I love the stick, but it was a dump hole by the time.
Well, yeah, it was, but still.
Let's be real. Let's be real.
Nobody was getting hurt every week, though.
Kill for $1 billion stadium.
I like the Warriors, but I wish they could have used China Basin to put a football facility in there. Come on, now.
I mean, yeah, man. I don't know. You know what I mean? But I know this. There's only about 3 or 4 only starters that I can remember that did not get knocked out because of an injury was DeForest Buckner, Kyle Juice, of course, Juice, and Joe Staley. You know what I'm saying? I forgot Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? We really didn't have many guys who didn't either come out of a game and have to sit out the rest of the game because of an injury or, get nicked up. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of guys who did our rookie offensive lineman, did he miss any time last year?
Oh, yeah, McGlinchey. I forgot. My bad. Thank you for correcting me. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Because you brought it up, I'm just wondering, how many guys?
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah. It wasn't a lot. I was seeing a whole bunch of rotating and, coming in and swapping out. Oh, yeah, Fred Warner. Fred Warner stayed.
Oh, yeah, Fred was out there the whole season. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a few times. I remember 1 or 2 times he had a stinger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he had to come to the sideline, but
Bell run.
It wasn't him getting. Yeah, it wasn't him getting knocked out of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man. I like Breida. I like Breida. You know what I'm saying? I love Breida.
Yeah, Breida's gonna be he's gonna be number 2 guy.
Yeah, he's not even the number 2 guy. You know what I'm saying? I think Breida's the number 3 guy.
Who you got number 2?
Jet.
Yeah, okay.
If Jet is 100%, you know what I'm saying? I just don't.
It's gonna be Jet.
Don't see Breida,
Jet and Tevin.
Yeah,
that's
man.
a good combination.
Yeah, man.
Both of them got pass catching abilities too.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I just really don't see it. You know what I'm saying? But then again, there could be a situation to where it plays out if McKinnon's not healthy, he might be a cap casualty.
Yeah.
He might be a cap casualty. He got a pretty good contract.
You can't be that expensive and not be able to play. But they say, you know what?
Yeah.
I got a feeling he's probably been fine for over a month.
Yeah.
We're going to see. He's got another month to heal up even further. It's all about mentality because the doctor's going to tell you as soon as you leave, listen, that's probably stronger now than it was before you tore it, so have no fear.
Right.
Just go for it.
Right.
But mentally, I don't want to go through that again, because it's hard. Can you imagine, Dre?
I mean, and then we got to look at the type of offense. We got to look at the type of offense that Shanahan runs. It's really not going to be a starting running back. This is going to be a tandem type of offense to where, like I said, depending on scheme and strengths and weaknesses, we might see, Tevin start 1 week, and then, the next week, we might see Breida start. Then the week after that, we might see, Jet start. This is not a one running back, offense.
Workhorse, established
like
workhorse.
Rams, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah, no, this is not going to be our offense. You're not going to get 300-400 touches in one season. That's just not how it runs. Yeah. This is offense running back by committee, So so depending on what player is the most healthiest at the time, what the scheme is, what the strengths and weaknesses of the running back is, and strengths and weaknesses of the defense, how they compare, we don't know who's going to be starting from week to week. And that's just how Kyle Shanahan, that's just how he runs his offense. You're not going to be able to get a hand up. You're not going to know what Kyle's going to do from week to week. But just off of production and what I've seen over these last 3 years, man, Kevin Coleman is a beast, man. And
ain't no doubt about it. He can play, especially them stats you're talking about. Man.
And not just that, Ronbo. He stays healthy, Ronbo. He stays healthy. Availability, availability makes you relevant, man. That's what keeps you relevant in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? If you can stay available and produce, that's what keeps you relevant. And that's what I've seen from Tevin Coleman over these 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So,
Jay,
but
we got to stop. I tell you what, we'll be back tomorrow night. Talk some more night of football. Good stuff, Dre.
All right,
and great points to support it too.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the TNT fam, man. Trey Trash, Big Show, my play partner Will, Horatio Flores, Empire Strikes, Nighthawk. I mean, everybody in the family, man. Shout out, man. Let's just keep on plugging these weeks away, man. I'm having a withdrawal from football, man. I've been watching Friday Night Tights. You know what I'm saying? It's bad for me right now, Ronbo. I'm watching Friday Night Tights,
MMA
bro.
action is kind of fun, though. But, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right, bro.
All right,
I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Hey, be looking
All
for
right.
you. Night, Dre. Uh-oh. But all rise as the Honorable Rev 49er hits. Oh, Rev's got a new name, though. Enters the building. Rev walks in. Rev!
Ronbo.
Rev. Well, Rev, tonight, as you know, after you do your thing, get around to the fact that, boy, we got some running backs, Rev. It's like, a lot of us are still trying to remain modest and remain, don't get over happy about the situation the 49ers got in certain rooms where it's just ridiculous. But that running back room, Rev, oh my Lord.
Oh boy, let me stretch out a little bit.
Get loose, Rev. Get loose.
Let me start this off. Let me start this off. Shout out to the fam, the red and gold worldwide, 24/7, 365. Shout out to the man himself, Ronbo.
Thanks, Rev.
Well, got that out the way. So I've been sitting here listening. I've heard a lot of good key points. I've heard a lot of very good detailed depth and insight from fellow fam that's been talking about this running back situation. And I totally agree that this is not a one back team. It's just not. We just heard that a few moments ago. Shout out to my bro, always dropping knowledge with everybody. But I really see I just see just three deadly venoms in that backfield that's going to cause havoc. Like it's going to be problems. It's going to be problems. One of the best things I've heard this far tonight was Tevin Coleman. He stays healthy. That's the key, and it's true. Like he's reliable.
Yeah.
He's reliable. Now, granted, I'm not knocking Breida. Breida gave us his all. I mean, banged up and everything. He still fought and did what he had to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really see McKinnon like jumping in immediately and taking the reins per se, but I see him contributing. I see him, coming on the flat and smoke screens and doing his thing. But regardless of the fact, we got three deadly venoms in that backfield. And boy, as a defensive-minded person myself, because I love defense, that's all I played in football, and figuring and looking at schemes and things like that, we're going to piss defensive coordinators off. You got no choice. You have no choice but to stack a box on us. Mm-hmm. You have no choice. You have no choice. And once you do that, and if, JG10,
yes,
he get hot, oh, boy, let me tell you. Because, see, now you got to worry about the damn burners on the outside.
Yes.
Get you.
Dante.
So,
Keys, Debo.
Speed kills. When speed is used correctly, it kills. It kills. And this offense is I'm excited. I'm excited. Like we can do any formation we want to. We can go to a 4 wide out with one running back. We can go with 2 running back. Hell, we can throw 3 back there if we wanted to. It don't matter.
You talking about
You have to pick your poison because one of these three damn running backs is going to eat you alive. and I love that. And you know, reading all the articles and everything, and reading up on what is that, 49ersNation.com or whatever it is.
Oh, Niner Nation.
Yeah, Niner Nation. They see something that's about to happen. Like they see it. And just like all of us that we fan, when I tell you when that red and gold, that red and gold that pumps in our heart, it pumps in our heart. Like it's about to happen. And I like that little slogan, 14-2, what you gonna do? I like that. I want 14 wins. Don't get me wrong, I want 14 wins. It would be nice. But I just, like I said, I still want to see us get 10-plus wins, and I want to see just nasty dog fight, slap you in your face kind of football. Like I really think that we as a collective, we're focused, and we know what it takes, and we're going to get there. Regardless, however, we're going to get there, fam. I believe it. Ronbo believes it. We all believe it. We are going to get there.
Yes.
I mean, once again, I got to go back to the GOAT. I mean, Bill Walsh took over a team, a 3-13 team. He took over a 3-13 team, and look what he turned it into. So I have no doubts that this year is going to be a good year. And I know we're going to put points on the board. I know we're going to be focused, you know, God willing, Godspeed, that, you know, Jimmy G is focused, sharp, ready to go. And we just keep him protected and healthy. You give me Jimmy Garoppolo for 16 games. I promise you.
Yes.
I promise you. Hell is going to come. Like, I'm not even, I don't fear nobody amongst this 16-game schedule that we play. I don't fear nobody. I don't give a fuck. Like, we are ready.
They need to be worried
lose,
about us.
Or draw.
Agreed.
We are ready. But we got venom. We got venom.
And
we have very potent venom.
And exactly. What's the scariest snake in the world? They got that kind of use. Is it the mamba? Who is it, man? I mean, I'm
the
talking,
black mamba.
Yeah, you know, you got 5 steps before you drop.
It's over with, man. And I just really I know I'm not on the practice field with these guys, but it's just like we all feel the same energy. We see, we read, we hear, we know. Like it's there. We know what it takes to get to the next level, and we're going to get there come week 1. And I'm gonna say it every time I'm on here. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, listen, you got hell to face come week 1. You got hell to face coming week 1. I'm telling you, we are primed, pumped, we are ready. Woo!
And we owe Tampa Bay from last year, Rev. Well, I mean, remember lost his mind the night before the game and got everybody's head in the wrong space. Went out there and Tampa Bay just did a number on the 49ers.
Did a number on us, but you know what? Yeah. We about to return that damn favor come this year.
Yep.
That's for sure. You know, like we just, fam, listen to me. We are focused. We are ready. We are driven. We have in our mindset, and I know these guys have the same mindset. Like, we know we can do this. We know we can do this. Like, we don't fear nobody. As 49er faithful, we don't fear shit. There is nothing you can tell a 49er faithful. We hear all the time, oh, y'all brag about 5 rings, blah, 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 blah. And I tell people all the time, like, well, damn, it took everybody long enough to catch up with us.
You know?
Hello.
And remember one thing, they've not caught up. The 49ers are still, as far as wins versus losses, still the greatest team in the NFL era. We've only lost once. And damn it, shouldn't have lost that one. But still, 5-1.
I was there.
Is good.
I was there. It hurt, but, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, Quest for 6, it ain't dead. It never died. We're going to keep it going. Fam, rep your gold, rep your red, rep it in your hearts, pump it in your veins, put your prayers on it. We are ready. We are ready. We are ready. So just to let everybody know, the Book of Champions is in the works. It's going to be ready come week 1.
Yes.
Rev 4949 hits, got something for you. That's how we do it. But I ain't going to hold you up, Ronbo. I love y'all. Be safe, be cool. And y'all always know how I end this thing off. In order to be the man, you got to beat the man. Woo! Love y'all, Ronbo. Thank you for the platform.
We love you.
You give us the inspiration to speak our hearts out.
Yes.
Everybody be safe, be cool. You know what I'm saying? Just Ronbo, can I ask one favor? Can you just give me a Niners? I just want to hear Niners.
It'll be a pleasure. Are you ready?
Just a Niners. Oh, I'm ready. Here it comes.
See, anytime you want me to do that, James, making all that noise, you know I'm ready.
See, y'all see how Ronbo, he put that soul into it. Don't you feel it in your soul? Woo. Thank you, my brother. I love y'all. Y'all be safe. Y'all be cool. 49ers for life. I'll holler at you, Ronbo.
You'll be looking for you, Rev. See you tomorrow.
No doubt. Peace.
And as the congregation stands up, as Rev rolls down the aisle and into the back room, Rev will get his food first, and I want y'all to sit down, give him 5 minutes, get his plate, and then we'll go on in and join him. If you go to a black church, you know what I'm talking about. Used to make me so mad, even as a child. Hey, who's that that went to sleep a little while ago? We got to say goodnight. Was that Pet? Was that? Donabelle. Donabelle says, gone to bed. Love you guys. God bless you all. Good night. All right. Good night, Donabelle. Oh, it is the one, the only, the incomparable Roberto.
Ronbo!
Roberto, Roberto, I'm glad you're here, as you've been celebrating your birthday for a week, and I have not gotten around to singing happy birthday to you yet.
Ronbo. What you get?
Roberto,
Ronbo.
Roberto, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Here it comes. Happy belated birthday to Roberto. Happy belated birthday to the Berto. Happy birthday to Berto.
Hell yeah, Ronbo! Hell yeah, Ronbo! Hell
So,
yeah,
Roberto,
that's what I've been waiting for.
You've been celebrating for like 3-4 days. Roberto, did you do anything special, red and goldish, for your birthday?
Oh yeah, I went to the movies. I went to the movies on Friday to watch Toy Story 4. I went to eat and I drink.
All right.
And I drink a glass of beer, and I was like, man, I should have brought Rumble with me.
Hey, I'm a Toy Story guy too. Hey, Roberto, you were swinging the brew in the movie?
Hell yeah! I was like, it's room time, sweet sleep time. I'm gonna sweep Rudy and Texas boy. Yeah.
Hey, as a matter of fact,
boy, I'm gonna sweep you next. Hey,
Roberto.
I'm gonna sweep Texas boy.
Roberto,
What's up?
Before you get into these guys, I need to know from you your favorite running back. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because tonight we're taking a poll, and right now Tevin McKinnon is running a hot first. With Jerick McKinnon, apparently the Jet is running number 2, and then everybody else falls in behind them. What are you thinking?
Tevin
Who's your number one?
Well, I'm thinking my number one gotta be Kevin Coleman. My second one gotta be Matt Breida, the cheater. I already know Rumble. My number two is Breida. Number one is Kevin Coleman.
There you go.
And I know it.
Roberto
Yeah, the Breida. Yeah, 'cause, yeah.
You know, I should have known you'd be a Cheetah fan because weren't we talking about the Cheetah like a couple of weeks ago? But yeah, that's a good combination. That's a lot of speed. Roberto, we don't have any running backs that don't have speed. I mean, all of them are ridiculously fast.
Well, yeah. We got like three fast ones. We got Kevin Coleman. I know he runs fast.
He is.
He got some nice cuts. He runs through the defenses.
Mm-hmm.
And we have Matt. He's a hard runner. And Mostert, he's a good one too.
And do you know that Mostert is actually may be the fastest out of all of them? You know what? Matty B does 22 miles an hour. Roberto, you could sit in traffic. Let's say you're going from San Francisco to the East Bay, going down toward Walnut Creek and those places. You know how you can get stuck in traffic for the rest of your natural life, it seems, sitting out there? That means Matty B would run right by you as you're sitting in the car. And you're like cruising along. Look out your window. Oh, it's Matty B trying to get on before dinner. Woo!
Hell yeah. Some jet dog punch. Well, I'm ready for some jet dog punch. I already know it.
And Roberto, if you were a cop, well, I mean, if you were a cop and you see Matty B out jogging, you'd stop him and write him a ticket for speeding. So do you realize you're going over 20 miles an hour in a 15-mile zone?
Yeah. You know who I'm going to write a ticket to?
Who's that?
I'm going to write a ticket to Rudy at Texas Boy.
They ain't got no money. Roberto, you might as well take them to jail. They can't pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm
gonna send them out of state. Take them out of here.
That's
send
right.
them to Europe.
Out-of-state plates. I forgot about that. We got to pick on him.
Send them to China, somewhere else. Bye-bye. We don't need your trash here.
Hey, Roberto, you've heard 14-2. Okay, right? Tonight we got 14-2 because we're just better than you. 14-2 because y'all ain't going to know what to do. And which one do you like the best?
Nah.
Hey, Roberto.
I like,
you got to come up with one, too. And you're going to use 14-2.
You know what I got? I got 15-0. But you know what I gotta go with? I gotta go with
16.
I gotta go with 4. I gotta go with 14-2.
Wait, Roberto. Let me help you out with 16-0 though. 16-0, cause people they just don't know. Oh.
Yeah. The world don't know, and Adam Ranks don't know shit. You better watch out because the Empire's coming. We ready to take over the NFC West and the little Labs and the little Cardinals and the little Seahawks. Gonna go down because we coming for the West. We the king of
got
the
him wound
West.
up now.
Crown me. Yeah,
hey,
Ronbo, crown me up, Ronbo. Crown me up.
Bruno, work on that. Get it finished, and I'll see you tomorrow night.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you this, Ronbo. Like this. Wild West, because we run the West. Yeah, no, NFC West, better watch out, because we coming through. We going 15-0.
Work on that. We're out of time. Bruno.
Coming, man.
I'm going to see you tomorrow. Peace out, fam. Because, once you get Roberto wound up and tight, boy, he be rolling. We say, hey, John Dalvin, 2020 is going to be your year. GTFO out there with the Rockets. We're built to beat the Warriors for the last 4 years and always choked. Hey, John Dalvin, what do you got going on there? Somebody's giving him a lot of trouble about the Rockets. I don't know. That's going to be interesting to see next year. The Doc Coleman was a great pickup for us, so I like his skill set and what he will bring to the squad. You know, he's got that pedigree, and he's got it with Shanahan. That makes him that's a great pickup for the 49ers. Lincoln 49 Park 182. Coleman wasn't injured because he shared the backfield. True. But you know, Matty B wasn't. He was sharing the backfield a little bit last year. Hey, Mike. What Mike?
What's up, Ronbo?
Oh, yeah. Hey. Mike, come on in, man.
What's going on, man?
Sitting back here, man, we're looking at all them running backs, man, and laughing because, like, there's really nothing anybody can do with that kind of a talented running back room. I mean, if Jerick McKinnon is healthy, this is just absurdly ridiculous. I mean, you know, you already got Tevin, who already knows Shanahan's offense. You got Jerick, who's the offensive playbook was written around him from last year. You got Matty Bree, who, as I always say, if I was going to run a film on how to run a stretch, Matty B would be my model. And then you got Mostert standing by in case anything goes wrong. Boy, we got oh, looking good. Who's your favorite out of that group?
Not Breida.
There you go.
You have to stick with Breida right now. What did he do last year? He played through all those injuries and produced.
Oh.
It's Breida's job until someone takes it from him.
Well,
it's Breida's job to lose. You can't. I mean, you think about everything he sacrificed last year and played to not go to the playoffs to have a losing record, but he still every week he was injured and played through it and produced and kept playing and kept playing. And you do something like this and go ahead and start Kevin or Jerick over him, that's disrespect. He's going to take that as disrespect.
Well, now you know.
In the face.
Well, remember, as everybody says, it's probably not going to be any one designated number one. But what you might do.
Oh, no. But Breida, he'll be the first running back on the field. First play of the game 1, week 1, Matt Breida's going to be in the backfield first. He's going to be number 1, and I hope Mostert is number 2.
What?
I like Mostert over Coleman, over McKinnon.
Really?
I don't even like McKinnon because he hasn't even played.
Well, yeah, but you can't go by that. I mean, but how about Coleman?
Sure.
Now, why would he be behind Mostert?
When was the last time McKinnon suited up and played ball?
No, I mean, I'm just saying as far as you got to put your best product on the field. I got no problem with Matty B, of course, but we're going to see how that works out and who's going to show the best because it's going to be whoever shows up best in camp anyway, right? So you're betting it's going to be Matty B. But it's not going to be for the reasons you say. It's going to be because Matty B put those guys in the rearview mirror that he is supreme.
But it is going to be those reasons I said because we know he has that heart. So no matter what, we know he's a fighter. So that's what I'm saying. It's not that. I mean, he shows how big of a heart that guy has, and anyone who's going to put everything they have on the field for you every week.
Well, yeah,
it's true. You can't start someone over him, especially when he's done nothing to have the job taken from him. You know, these guys, are Kevin Coleman or Jerick McKinnon, come out here and they're running on everyone and doing everything, and Breida ain't doing nothing.
But remember, Jerick was going to be the starter last year, though, right? So you got there's that.
That's what Kyle Shanahan thought. You know, that was Shanahan's first year. Right?
Jet got hurt.
Wasn't that his first year?
Yeah.
He never coached Breida until that year. You know, so he just brought McKinnon in. So he didn't know what he had in Breida yet because he never coached him. He didn't see what he had until they went through training camp in preseason.
Remember Carlos Hyde? That was Matty B running behind him.
Right.
No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Yeah, he did have him earlier. You know,
that's right.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. I think Kyle wants to throw the ball, and I got to tell you, actually, to support what you're saying, Matty B did catch the ball a lot more, I think, than Kyle thought he would, though. last year. He made
Yeah.
a lot of great catches. One for a touchdown, as I remember.
I don't have a knock on the guy. Do you?
Yeah. No, I'm a huge Matty B fan. I just wonder if indeed that the fact that Kevin Coleman is already playing with Shanahan, does he have a leg up as far as championship team? Matty B, though, is no slouch for sure. We have no idea what Jerick McKinnon looks like, but we do know that Kyle wanted him so bad that he overpaid for him. That's got to mean something. So it's kind of hard to make the call right now. So, but you got Matty B first, and who's winner?
Right.
You got Mostert behind him as your 1-2 punch.
Right.
All right.
Right.
You
right
Mostert's
now,
got to play special
it could be
teams, though.
Coleman. But, Kyle brought, how you're talking about McKinnon, we had McKinnon and still Shanahan brought Coleman in as well.
Yeah.
So I think, they're doing smart. They're protecting themselves because we have depth at quarterback because if Jimmy G goes down, I'm very confident Nicky Nick's going to come in there and do he's going to play even better than he did last year. Yeah. And we got the depth at the running back position.
Yes,
we have actual depth with talent where if our starter goes out, we now have a replacement that can go in and do just as good. Yeah. We've never been in this situation before for a long time.
I can't remember ever being in this situation, actually. Except maybe when Joe and Steve were back to back.
Joe's Montana Steve Young days the last time we had it. We didn't even have it like this when Harbaugh was here. If our starters went out, our backups weren't that good.
Yeah. Frankie Gore didn't have an equal. Who was running behind Frank that was doing okay, though? Oh, we had the one little guy.
Frank Gore, well...
the one guy that had the ACL. I like him. I forgot his name. It's been about 4 seasons back. Because the kid out of Oregon, he had some problems.
He retired. You talking about Glenn Coffey?
No, behind Frankie Gore. There's another guy, not Coffey. Anyway, he pulled. He hurt his knee and he just couldn't come back.
The guy with the knee. Well, he never. Are you talking about the guy who never came to fruition? Who had the? Yeah, you're talking about had the knee problem out of South Carolina.
Is that what school he went to? Anyway,
right. He played for the dude. The head coach always blows his lips funny. Coached the Florida Gators and the Redskins.
I know you're talking about Steve Spurrier. You know what though? The thing is, I don't know that we've ever had a 4 deep potential running back room. As I remember, there's never been that many. There's maybe been 1 or 2.
No,
but 2 at the most.
Any of these guys can start.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, we know for sure that Breida, McKinnon, and Coleman could be a for sure starter. Mostert looks like he has lots of potential. Just hopefully, I hope his bones aren't that fragile that they break easy, like his arms snap like that. That was crazy.
Oh, God, that's just whoa. And you could see it just buckle on the ground. They stood in slow-mo. I wonder if that... Do you go into shock immediately and not... I don't want to feel that. Oh.
Yeah, just imagine getting up and your fucking arms... sorry for the language. Your arms wiggling all over the place and stuff.
And you got to put your hand on it to hold it together. Oh! Yeah. I've never broken a bone before, so I don't really know what does that feel like?
Yeah, but everybody's I broke a little bone in my foot.
How'd that feel?
I've never broke anything else.
What? Can you explain the pain?
Oh, well, it was just a little bone. It wasn't. It was just like when what it was back in high school. The freshman, this big ass lineman, stepped right on my foot. So you imagine what it feels like a 300-pound dude stepping on your foot is all it felt like for me. I'm sure breaking your arm or a leg is much worse.
Oh, yeah. And I just realized I did break a toe, taekwondo. Oh. This guy came down across my foot, perfect timing to block, and got the toe just at the right angle. You know what, though? Game over. I do remember... I limped back to the locker room, and I laid back there screaming. That did hurt.
Did you watch that John Jones fight when he broke his toe and kept fighting?
A toe break is incredible pay. I forgot all about that.
That's gotta hurt, man. I mean, I stubbed my pinky toe. I want to cry. I'm like,
I've never hit the pinky. That's when you run to the bedroom and you hit the one of the posts because you're in a hurry. Talk about game over.
Oh,
You got to
man.
drop. Got to drop all the way to the floor.
Oh, I do. I see you're holding your toe, and there's nothing. You swear it's going to be blood everywhere, and all this is pulling off, and it's just like
swell up.
red and stuff. And you're like,
Mike, I'll be getting into this. Mike, we got to go though. Hey,
all right,
it's good to have you back again after.
I'll catch up with you later. I can't talk 49ers football in the off season too much because I get all amped up and I get anxious. It's like Christmas Eve every night. It's like, come on, just get here. But I still owe you some money for the jersey.
Don't. I told you about that, Mike. It's okay.
Hey, Ronbo. Well, what I say though, I'm a man of my word, so I'm going to take care of you. But I'm going to have fun with it. You know, since I owe you money,
I noticed.
I'm going to have fun giving you damn money. Okay, I'm going to do it my way. All right.
All right, Mike. If you get a chance, we'll look for you as soon as possible. But we'll be back tomorrow. All right.
Hey, well, what was this record thing I heard you talking about?
Oh, we're doing 14-2 because we're just better than you. 14-2 because they don't know what to do. And 16 because they don't know about this show.
No, it's 11-5. We're going to be 11-5. Wild card, taking it all. 11-5.
Mike, you got to
they don't know we're alive.
Oh,
it's 11-5 because they don't know we're alive.
Send that to Adam Rank. God. All right, Mike, see you tomorrow.
All right, man. Yeah.
Night. These rhymes going to get out of control. I can see right now. 12-2. Gonna put that shoe up your butt. Do we put this shoe? Russo!
What up, Ronbo?
Russo, man, we're just sitting back here making jokes about the upcoming season and also looking at our running back room, which is better than most. Oh, hey, you know what's so funny? Because the Chicago Bears think they've got the best running back room in football. And I'm sitting there on NFL Network and I'm watching, I forgot who they had. They got a good running back room.
They got Montgomery, Cohen, and they signed Mike Davis from Seattle.
Yeah, they got right. What do you think? Is that 4? That's 4, right?
No, they got 3. They got
3. Yeah. Okay. Is that a better room than ours? As I'm sitting there, they're going on, and in the NFL Network, that could be one of the greatest. That could be one of the best trios in the league. And I'm thinking, what?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that it's better than ours, but it's up there.
It's solid.
I would say
but I think it's too early to declare any room the best yet. I mean, we'd like to think ours is, but I don't know. But when they said Chicago had one of the best, and you guys.
No, they have one of the best, but they're not better than ours. No, they're definitely not better than ours.
I don't think so. It depends on the coach.
They got a rookie. They got a pass catcher, and they got a guy who's been injured half his career. So, I mean.
Yeah. And what's that little guy that can spin on a dime, does backflips and everything else?
Cohen?
Yeah, Cohen. Cohen does worry me. We don't have to play Chicago this year, do we?
We do not play the Bears this year.
Yeah, good. Because Cohen, that year we played.
No matter how good the Bears are, though, we always play them tough.
I know, right?
I mean,
always,
we either
even
beat
last
them or
year.
barely lose to them every year, no matter what. No matter how good or bad we are, they can't beat us.
It's a personal thing.
If they do, it's a one-score game.
Yeah. But Russo, as you know, and it's pick a back night, so or pick a couple of backs. But who's your combo? Who's going to be your guy? How many yards you anticipate him getting at the end of the season? Is he going to rank amongst the NFL's best? What do you think here about the running backs?
Looking at our team, honestly, I think we have 3 guys that are all second-tier running backs, and they're all like top-tier, second-tier guys. Like none of our guys are going to get 300 carries. We don't have a Saquon Barkley, nothing like that. But we have 3 guys that you give them 10 to 15 touches a game,
and I think it's kind of going to be like a hot hand approach.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I could see Breida having 20 carries, McKinnon having 20 touches, or Coleman having 20 touches, and I think it's going to be a week-to-week, down-to-down, quarter-to-quarter type deal. And I could, early on, unless something like dramatic happens, like let's just say everybody's healthy going into the season, there's no chance that we're starting, or we're going to, with a 46-man roster, you can only activate so many people. So assuming that Mostert's going to get activated and whatever, you're not gonna dress all three of them. It really doesn't make much sense to dress all three of them.
And especially you got Mostert at special teams anyway. So you're right.
Right. Unless like something happens with these other guys that they can all step up, and then there's really no need for Mostert. I mean, it's not like we're paying him so much that we have to play him.
No, but what I meant by that is if somebody goes down on the starting tandem, Mostert's standing by if you need him.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And he's the type of guy where let's just say we dress all three of them, and Mostert's active for special teams. He's the fourth running back, so that he has that extra value always. But I would kind of assume that based on what happens in training camp, that we're only gonna, Mostert's going to be dressed, so then it's going to be, Coleman and McKinnon, Coleman and Breida, or McKinnon and Breida.
And
I don't think all three of them.
You see,
one of them is going to sit.
Who's going to be your two guys then?
If everybody's healthy, week one, my two guys are Coleman and Breida. Just for the ACL alone. He's not going to be on the IR. Maybe you IR him for the short term. I forget how short the short term is, but he's healthy. Like he got injured before Jimmy G. So Jimmy G's good. McKinnon's good.
Yeah. Well, but then again, being a quarterback, he doesn't need to be able to do what. I mean, Jet's got a
more shiftiness. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a not. Kendall Hunter was the guy I was trying to think of a minute ago. Thank you, JoJo the trucker. Yeah, you got to, especially the way McKinnon plays, with them stop on a dime and leave a guy laying in the dirt with his ankles broke. I really do hope he's not afraid to do that. That's the thing. Mentally, can he get over that injury? We'll find out.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I like McKinnon, and he's a really, really good player. He's a really super athletic player. That ACL injury, I don't know. I just have a feeling I don't think he's ever going to be what he could be just because of that. Yeah. And when he was fully healthy in Minnesota, they lost Adrian Peterson twice, once because of an ACL and once for suspension because of the whole,
the baby
switch thing with the child.
Yeah.
McKinnon couldn't beat out Matt Asiata, and Matt Asiata is not even in the league anymore.
Wait,
so
who couldn't? McKinnon?
McKinnon, yeah. Matt Asiata was getting all the touches, and McKinnon was just kind of like the change of pace guy.
Also, what's that Oakland Raider?
The Flying Hawaiian. I don't know if you remember who he is, but
I know.
McKinnon has never really been the guy at any level, even in college. He was never really just the guy. So I was never really sold on McKinnon at any point, and I kind of think. So let's just say McKinnon is fully healthy, and he is what he always was supposed to be. The injury is his knee's better now because of the injury. Our best bet, I don't want anyone to get hurt, and I'm not talking about the Niners, but honestly, with the depth that we have, our best bet is something happens in training camp or preseason with another team that needs a running back.
Trade McKinnon?
Let's just no. Who has the most trade value on our team out of all of our running backs?
That's a good question because Tevin Coleman.
If you wanted to trade somebody,
first answer. I mean, as far as value, that you're going to get something really special back or anything back.
Who's the only guy who could potentially get a third or fourth round pick?
Well, that's got to be Coleman, right?
I think it's Breida, based on the contract, the control for the next year.
Oh, yeah, there's that. Age, I forgot about that.
Trade value, Coleman's, he's got 4 or 5 years of worth of tread on the tires. Breida's got,
but he's never been hurt.
Not even 16 games.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think as much as I like him and as much as I know he could contribute, if we have other guys that are capable and he brings the most in return, it's kind of like what I heard with the quarterbacks. They're saying potentially if Mullins could bring in a higher pick, if we covet him more,
That's what I was talking about the other day.
We coveted him more. Yeah, whoever could bring in the most in return, like Shanahan has proven that it's a system. Like there's very, very few coaches across all sports that run a system where you can pretty much plug in anybody. Like Nick Mullins broke all Brett Favre's records in college, but let's be honest, if Nick Mullins was the quarterback of the Giants would probably win 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
Like Nick Mullins isn't a difference maker, but he's a good enough player that if you put him with the right coach and the right system, he could be a very good player. So I kind of feel like it's more system than like skill with certain players. Not everybody. Like certain guys on our team are just that good, like Buckner, and there's certain guys that are just that good. But when you have a coach like Shanahan, it's really the system, and he puts you in a position to succeed. And it's true.
Russo, here's a question for you. If, let's say you send Nick Mullins, work with Andy Reid, maybe who else is a great quarterback coach?
Doug Peterson.
Yeah, there's another guy.
But where did Foles go? Foles went to Jacksonville, so his
and Foles is in trouble. And Jacksonville's in trouble. I said that. I had an argument with the guy a few weeks ago about that.
The quarterback coach, or the head coach now, or for Jacksonville, or one of the coordinators, whatever, was Nick Foles, his quarterback coach.
So they'll be fine. They'll be fine.
So that's why he wanted to go to Jacksonville, aside from the need, willingly. But I can't think of the guy's name, but there's a connection between him and Foles. So, like, certain guys. I don't know.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It depends, I guess, on who he's with. Guys like Andy Reid are going to make a quarterback. And Mahomes is already talented, and Andy Reid took him to the next level. Who else?
Right. Let's just say, like, I mean, it happens. Like,
the Patriots.
Mahomes in training camp tears his ACL on a drop back dumb play. Like, it could happen. Like, God forbid. Like, the kid has got the brightest future. He could be the best quarterback of all time.
Yeah,
bearing health.
I've never seen
Let's just say something crazy like that happens. Something crazy like that happens. Who's going to be the number one most ready quarterback to be plugged into that system across of everybody in the world? Like, Nick Mullins is top 3 choice for the Chiefs at that point. I mean, just off the top of my head. I can't think of who's available, but something like that could happen. So,
but then
back to the running back.
Russo, what do we do, though?
I think it's possible.
What do we do about a backup quarterback? I mean, because you're going to get rid of him because you want a better pick. We don't have a second-round pick. I don't know if we're going to get a second-round pick for Nick Mullins. But
no, we're not. But let's say someone calls and they're like, all right, we'll give you a 5th-round pick for CJ, or we'll give you a 4th-round pick for Mullins. What do you do?
You
take the extra 30 slots higher?
I'll get back to you. I can't say anything right now.
Okay, what if they say we'll give you a 5th? What if they're going to still give you the 5th for Bethard, but they're going to give you a 3rd for Mullins?
Okay, now I'm under pressure. I put you on hold. I don't hang up and say I'll call you back. I put you on hold.
Well, you got about 35 seconds because I got to make a call.
Russo, that's too much pressure. I got to run down the hallway. I got to talk to Lynch, and I got to talk to Parag. I want to talk to some other coaches for a minute. I need a couple of minutes.
I'll give you a 3rd in my best hot dog vendor.
Oh, that'll do it. You got it. He's yours.
12-inch dog, Chicago style.
Woo! Hey, these things could come up because if Nick Mullins looks too good in preseason, he's going to ring the phone in Santa Clara. And I see it coming. And then what do the 49ers do? It's going to become a dilemma. Watch and see. And the rumors are going to get out. Somebody's going to get it out that the 49ers were called by whoever for Nick Mullins.
And then it's going to be a bidding war.
Dang.
So, I mean, like, the 2 guys that have the most trade value that we have I'm not saying we have no intention of starting, but we don't need to start. And barring health of the rest of our roster, it's, okay, Solomon T has some trade value because of potential. But I think the 2 guys, I think Solomon T is number 3. I think number 1 is Mullins because you need the quarterback position is very important. And I think 2 is Matt Breida as far as trade value. And it's not necessarily that he couldn't be our 1A or our 1B or our 1C. It's just like what he's being paid for year 1, year 2 with the control.
Oh, yeah.
Proven healthy. I just feel like in a perfect world, and they give us the option to keep Wilson, like someone's going to get hurt. I'm not saying on our team, but there's going to be a starting caliber running back that's going to get hurt, and someone's going to need a running back between now and week 1.
Well, Russo,
it happens every year.
This is too much fun. I got to go, and I really do have to go, which is why I got to go. and Russo, let me see you tomorrow, okay? Good stuff. I love it. Have a good night. Yeah, Russo brings up a dang good point. You know, fam, I got a feeling Nick Mullins is one of them kind of dudes that he is serious. He is going to kick CJ's butt up and down that field every week during preseason. And somebody's going to call. 49ers going to bite? Dang. Hey, 49 Lakers, 19-0. Everyone must go. I like that. Thanks for the contribution. Hey, fat Okie 9 and 49ers. Lakers, Daniel 5. SFL 49ers 5249. Guys, thanks for the contributions, guys. Appreciate it. Really do. Jay Good 49. McKinnon is our lead back. Coleman is a decent backup, but he won't beat out the cheetah. J.O. says at work at break, went to see your last cast and noticed you all love your work, Ronbo. Thanks, J.O. Oh, man. Fam, I'm gonna go ahead and mark on. Monday Night Raw. Trey will probably be in, talk about, it's been nice and cuddly in here. But let's get down to the facts of the matter. Have a great night, fam. Hit that like! Niners! Elisa!